Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Bake Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. It's been a long day, I think. I almost didn't do a video. I got to feeling kind of puny, kind of tired, and I was like, why am I so tired? And then it dawned on me I hadn't ate an actual meal today. I nibbled on fried chicken, 2 pieces of fried chicken all day, and had a few chips here and there, a few Pringles, but that's it. That's not enough, apparently. My body was not happy with me, so it was needed more fuel, more protein, more power, more energy, more passion. Sorry. I'm copying that off that apparently there's some exercise guru that does that. More energy, more passion. Oh. Oh. Anyway. Well, there's some news on the bestie front. My sweet bestie Eva is actually in the hospital. And kidney stones, like me, kidney stones. She's got one that's not very big, but it's blocking fluid back up into her kidney and causing a nasty infection. And she lives about 75 miles from Shreveport, but the hospital that she went to the ER at wasn't equipped to handle her care, so they put her in an ambulance and sent her to Shreveport. So last night in the wee hours of the morning. And so today, this afternoon, when I got up, because I didn't go to sleep till like 4. Go figure. Anyway, when I got up, John and I got up anyway, and we went over there and spent some hours with her this afternoon at the hospital. We took her some snack and a soda, because they didn't have any soda there. Well, she didn't, and I did warn her when she said they were sending her to Willis Knight in Shreveport that the food was terrible, mostly terrible. And she sent me pictures of it before I got there, and she says, you did say it was terrible. I swear that 5 days I spent there in the beginning of April, I probably lost 10 pounds in 5 days, 10 or 15 pounds in 5 days. I kid you not, because I could not eat what they were serving. It was awful. It was terrible. And yeah, no. But revisited and re-chit-chatted and re-crocheted a little bit. I had brought my little mandala granny square project that is my kind of a on-the-go project. And I took her a little yarn that she could piddle with, because she had some yarn with her, but none that she could just, piddle. Crochet without a plan kind of deal, just to kind of keep her hands busy and her mind busy and off of what was going on, kind of situation. So my beloved subscriber family, if you would please pray for Eva Williams. It would mean a lot to me. I'm sure she's in good hands. Their food might be terrible, but their care at that hospital is very good, very competent. So I have no doubt that they will take very good care of her. They took very good care of me while I was there. So I have no doubt that they will take very good care of her. And she will be back to her little feisty Cajun self in no time flat. So I will try to insert a little picture, probably at the end, that I took of her in her hospital bed. She might not appreciate that, but I'm going to do it anyway. She's watching this, I'm sure. She's going to watch this. And she's probably shaking her fist at me. Oh, but that's okay. She loves me anyway. She stuck with me. As you are when you love somebody like that. She's my family. And her family's my family. That's how that goes. But anyway, so I didn't get a whole lot of crocheting done today when we spent the afternoon up there until it was almost 8 when John and I come home, because John loves her too. So we got her phone charged up a little bit, and then one of her son's her son's girlfriend come to spend the night with her and brought her what she needed to charge her phone. And so she's not alone tonight. She's got Zoe there with her. So there's that. Because I was considering spending the night on that lumpy couch. And I especially thought about it when the night nurse came in. And he was cute. Let me tell you, he was cute. Oh, I'm probably old enough to be his mama. But he was super cute. He had his little nurse cap on, and he had this little closely cropped beard, and he was and he had a fisherman's tan. He was looking good. I was like, Eva, you can tell Zoe she don't have to come. I'll stay. and he kind of looked at me like, really? I'm sure I weren't the only old lady flirting with him because he was too cute. But yeah, she's got the cute night nurse. Good thing she's a happily married woman, right? But yeah, I shared some Mandela cakes with her so that she could do that while she's up there, and she can play with those and make something, who knows what. She's got crochet hook with her. You know, she ain't got no clover hook. My girl ain't got no clover hooks. I told her, well, her birthday is next month. She'll be 51 August 16th. So that's her birthday. And so I said, well, we're going to remedy this no clover hooks business. That can't be. That just can't be. And so she does like different kind of hooks, you know, Susan Bates and whatnot, but she has no clover hooks. And I don't agree with that at all. Because this here is a clover hook. I bounce between, it depends on the yarn, really. I've discovered recently, for me, it depends on the yarn. Some yarn, like this yarn, really seems to do better with this clover hook. I tried it with the Susan Bates style hook, and it was not as smooth as this. Because to me, the clover is kind of like a hybrid hook. It's a bit of an inline hook, but it still has that rounded tip, and it's not quite as pointy as a Susan Bates. It's sort of kind of a hybrid hook. It's not quite tapered, but it's not quite inline either. So it's kind of in a class by itself. So, but it's just it's my favorite, you know. I do like these like this vintage hook I have over here. This is the vintage hook. You can tell because it has Made in USA on it. They don't have those anymore. But this is a K hook. This is a 6.5 millimeter Susan Bates hook. But you can see that I showed this on another video. I don't want to bore you with this detail that I've already showed. And this is one of the newer ones, and you can see how shiny this one is. This is 6 millimeter. But this is a newer hook. This is a vintage hook, and this is a modern, you know, a newer hook. I've only had this in the last couple of years, but yes. So we will get her a few for her birthday, because she cannot be cloverless. She's got to have some of these Clover Amar hooks from Japan, which I think are superb and a cut above most other hooks. They don't have to be fancy. They don't have to be fancy. They don't have to have fancy handles or be sparkly or any of that business. Not for me. They just have to work and be comfortable. And I have to be able to get up a little speed while I'm working, because, well, we all know I don't like to crochet slow. I don't like to do a lot of things slow. I like to do things kind of fast, because I don't have patience. I'm not real good on patience. Oh, and what am I working on tonight? I'm working on this. And somebody said, that looks like you're making a doll clothes. Somebody doll clothes. I told her that. I said, somebody thinks I'm making a cardigan for a doll because it's so little. No, she's a real person. She just happens to be small and feisty. and wears children's shoes. I saw her little what are those little plastic shoes people wear, the colorful ones with the holes in them, the little plastic shoes. I seen hers and they were about this big. They're about half as big as mine. I just had to die laughing. I took one of my shoes off and I held it up to her foot and I just started laughing. I was like, see there? You could probably fit both of her feet in my foot, in my shoe. But of course she insisted on a selfie before I left. So I'll include the selfie and I'll include the other picture of her with her little feisty thumbs up. Lord have mercy. But I am blessed to have her. And it was the least I could do was go spend some time with her at the hospital. I have some yarn she bought for me that I'm going to take up there when they release her so that she could take it home with her and play with it. I decided I didn't want my blossom cakes anymore, so she's going to take those. She's already paid me for them, and she insisted on that, and so I got them packaged up. I was going to mail them to her, but since she's in Shreveport at the moment, she might as well take them home with her when she goes. Hopefully, she'll go home tomorrow. Whatever they do. They're talking about putting a stent in her kidney. I'm hoping she passes that kidney stone overnight and they don't have to put a stent in her kidney. That's what we're hoping for. So if she passes it, they won't have to stent her kidney, and she won't have that discomfort for however long she has that discomfort, because trust me, that is not fun. I just went through that a few months ago myself, and I don't wish that on anyone. She and I both have had kidney stones on and off for over 20 years, and when she said kidney stone, I was like, oh Lord, I do know that pain. Very, very well. Too well. My regular doctor told me that he thought I had a little PTSD associated with the kidney stones. And I said, you are probably right. Because I've gone through it too much. I mean, this last one I went in, to get them removed. I went in for kidney stone removal surgery on a Monday. By that Friday, I was being admitted to the hospital for being septic. And then spent 5 days in the hospital, and another 7 days after being discharged with a PICC line in my arm and antibiotics. A special antibiotic, because the normal antibiotics wouldn't treat the infection I had. So it was quite an ordeal, and then it took me another month to get my strength back. So, yeah, I guess if that had been my only bout with kidney stones, I would say, I'll be okay, blah, blah. But it's been my experience that next year I may have another bout of them. Heck, in 6 months I might have another bout of them. I just don't know. It's like one of those things, you just don't know when it's going to hit you. You hope that you're done with it, but you really don't know. You really don't know. I mean, they decreased. I'm on a way lower dosage of the medication that the urologist felt like was causing my kidney stones this last time. He said get off of it altogether. He tried to get me off the medication, Topamax, but the medication that they put me on, the new bipolar medication that they put me on, caused me to itch so bad I broke out with a rash. And unfortunately, that particular side effect of that medication, if you break out in a rash, it leads to some other kind of syndrome that it just gets really serious. That side effect gets really serious. So they had to take me off of it completely. And then our solution was to just put me on a much lower dosage of Topamax. And hopefully the side effect will not cause, hopefully I won't get the kidney stones. If I do, I do. There's nothing I can do about it. I have to have medicine that actually works. For bipolar, I can't be without bipolar medication. I can't function properly without it. I can't expect people to want to live with me without medication. I'm just not a good person with that. I'm just I'm hard to deal with without medication. It's really hard to function. I don't even like myself when I'm like that. I get very depressed and very gloomy, want to sleep all the time, don't want to talk to anybody, don't want to be bothered by anybody. And I get real snappy, real agitated. And all of a sudden people are like, what did I do? You didn't do anything, it's me. It's totally me. So, I do rash things. Block people for doing nothing. And I had to go unblock them and apologize. Sorry, it was the bipolar. That's why I gotta stay on medication. On medication, I'm roses. I'm great. And my perception gets twisted of things, you know. I perceive things wrong sometimes. I hate that. You know. When your perception gets twisted, it kind of it colors your way of seeing a whole list of things. But luckily for me, I have people who love me enough to help me put things back in the proper perspective and set me straight and love me through it. And I've never done anything that, to physically or, severely emotionally hurt anybody. Nothing like that. Nothing that I couldn't apologize for and talk out with somebody. That's one thing you learn when you get older, is if you've hurt somebody's feelings, make sure you go and talk it out with them and apologize and explain, why that transpired, and get a better understanding of why that transpired. And just try to make peace, and if you can, move on from it. And if you can't, then maybe they weren't who you thought they were to begin with. I've never tried to hide who I am and what kind of conditions I have and what have you. I've never tried to hide that about myself. I am who I am. And I've always, I'm always been bluntly honest about who I am and what's up with me. And, being in front of this camera and talking to y'all is not the easiest thing in the world every day. I almost didn't even do a video tonight because I just really wasn't feeling it. And then I ate me some food and watched a little Law and Order and got to feeling a little better. And I was like, okay, let's do this. A little crochet and chat. And we'll do that. And let folks know that Eva needs prayer, and we need to do that and touch base. I didn't have quite the energy for a late night live, but I didn't want to let the night go by without at least a crochet and chat. Make a little progress on this cardigan, hopefully, anyway. My little tiny cardigan for my little tiny friend. Who knows, maybe there'll be enough left for a hat. I hope there is. I only need about 180 yards left, to maybe 150 yards maybe, to make her a hat to match. Something like that. I can always find a pretty purple to make a hat. I'm going to find a purple that matches this color, this particular shade of purple. I'm going to go Monday to Hobby Lobby and see if I can find a purple that matches, because that's her favorite color, this pretty purple that's in this. She does love purple. Her and Amy both are purple lovers. This is the easy part of the project here. These working these rows back and forth. But it's making a little progress. Oh, where did my stitch marker go? Oh, that's fun. I probably knocked it off. I'm always knocking them off the edge of my chair. But I will put the stitch marker in this, and then I'll show y'all the on the go project. Let's see, I got this whole ball to work up with this, so I should be fine. I'll keep looking at it as I go, because I'm gonna work some. I'll work some rows, and then I stop and I grab my measuring tape, my handy dandy measuring tape, and then I have a somewhat of an idea of what else I need to do. But this is my on the go project. This is a mandala. This is a mandala cake that I had bought 4 of these. This color. This is the color Groot. Because these are all the colors I like. I like turquoise, of course, and there's some red in here, and I do like orange. I like burnt orange, the burnt orange color. Not like in your face orange, but the darker orange colors. I like that. And red, and then it's got a little bit of brown and some gray. But it all just kind of fits together. But it started out with the darker orange. It had a little smidge of mustard right there, which I like mustard too, mustard colored. It goes with my hair. But and then it started with this darker orange here, and then it moved on to a little bit of a grayer, brownish gray color here, and then it moved on to the turquoise. So I'm just working it until I figure out what it's going to be. But it's very soft, it's very squishy. I'm using a 5mm hook, and this is 3-weight yarn. Now this is not to be compared to this 3-weight yarn here. This is the label calls it sport weight, and I saw something today when I was perusing yarn stuff on Etsy. Sport weight is actually considered a 2-weight. I didn't know that. So okay, but it's definitely not the same thickness. So let me see if I can get enough of it here I can show you. But it's definitely not the same thickness. If you look, I'm trying to compare here. Let me see here if I can get enough of it here. But yeah, this is definitely not. This darker one is the merino. This is the Malabrigo. Arroyo is Arroyo, Arroyo. So let's see, and it's definitely, this mandala here is definitely thicker. So apparently I'm working with 2/8 and didn't even know it. There's that. With a 5mm, and just going to town on it. But this I can actually work up a little quicker. So I'll do a couple of rounds with y'all. I'm just gonna crochet and chat and shoot the breeze and do what it do. But this is a little quicker. And I know I have fancy stitch markers. I really do. But do I remember to put them on projects? No. I reach for the little plastic ones all the time. I reach for the plastic ones. Every time I reach for the plastic ones. It never fails. But this is faster. This is a little faster because this yarn is just straight up acrylic. That is a superwash merino. So, and I really like the stretchiness of that superwash merino. Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful yarn. Absolutely wonderful. I'd probably have a tote full of it if I had the budget for it, but I just don't. But you can bet when I have the extra, I will be buying more. because I have a ton of just value yarn and regular fancier acrylic yarn. So I'd really like more superwash merino. I really would. It's just something I have to budget for and have to, because of course, I can't just go and get as much yardage of that as I can acrylic. It doesn't work that way, because it's a natural fiber, and the milling of it and the dyeing of it and all that is more expensive than it is with acrylic. So therefore buying it is more expensive. But justifying the cost of it is where I struggle with. I mean, ideally, I know that a $10 hank is a really good deal, But at the same time, when it's only like 210 yards, you're like, but I'm going to need 6 of those or 8 of those, to make a decent sized project. And me, it's about wearables, sweaters, cardigans, tops. Of course, the more time goes and the more weight I lose, the less yardage I need. I love that. I love that for me. The smaller I get, the less yardage I need for wearables for myself. So, because I was looking at some Malabrigo on Little Nets earlier, and I was like, I was looking at getting like 8 hanks, because they get some pretty good deals over there at the moment. Hopefully they still do Monday. And I was like, well, 1,680 yards or 1,675 yards, will that actually make me a top or a cardigan? And then I was like, yeah, I think it might. Of a worsted weight. This is 3 weight, that's sport weight. Worsted weight, I probably will have enough. This little smaller yarn, you need more yardage of. Now that with this Arroyo down here, it comes in 335 yards. The hanks. The worsted weight of Malabrigo only comes in 210 yards. But unfortunately, when I went to go look for more Arroyo, it's $20 a hank. So I won't do that. I'm not going to do that. But I still have this beautiful Cascade yarn over here that I haven't broke into either. So that might be something I need to get into myself. Just cake that up next. And work with that. And make something pretty out of that. That's a merino cotton blend. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I should, when I cake it up, if I should do a swatch just to see, how thick that material is going to be. If it's going to be a lightweight, because it's chain spun yarn too. So I don't know if it's going to make a lightweight garment or if it's going to make a heavier garment. So I need to kind of do a sample. I think I need to go and cake it up soon and then do a sample swatch of some sort, just to kind of get a feel for what kind of material that's going to work up into, so that I can judge what I want to actually make with it, if I want to make a cardigan or just a regular sweater, where I want to go with it. Because when I bought it because it was beautiful. Yeah, I bought it because it was beautiful. And it was, just really beautiful. Hold on, I'll show y'all. It's right here behind me. it's rather thick too. Let me unhang this. I'll show y'all. See, I think it's going to end up being a little bit fuzzy, maybe. But see how thick that is. It's a 4-weight yarn, but it has a little bit of a halo to it. I don't know if y'all could see. Yeah, you can just a little bit see that. But this is beautiful. It's really pretty. It's got really pretty. Yeah, it's got some turquoises in it, and I bought this color as a complementing color because if you look right here, you see that. You see what I'm saying? Right there. But this is a burgundy. I like burgundy too. Dark reds, burgundies. But I bought this as a complementing color. But this is, let's see how many yards this is. 218 yards. I have 4 of this one and 4 of this one. Obviously, this is going to make something rather large, like a long sweater, because of how thick it is. It recommends a 6.5 millimeter hook. So that's going to, of course, give it some, I might even go up to a 7 because it will give it really nice drape. But a 6.5 is plenty. I think that's going to be plenty. I don't think I'm going to go to a 7. The more I think about it, the more I think that's just overkill. But this is a beautiful, beautiful hanky yarn. I think this is definitely next thing on my hook. After her sweater, after I get her cardigan done, I'm definitely, oh, it does smell nice. It smells like yarn. But it is indeed, let me find it again. Let's see, where is it? It's probably on this side. 70% cotton and 30% merino wool. And let's see, it says hand wash cold, lay flat dry. So it's going to be a wearable of some sort. It's not like you would want to make a blanket with this. No. I'm thinking cardigan probably, because I remember this past year when it was cold and I had started losing weight that I really was loving my cardigan sweaters and my hoodies, and I was wearing them all the time. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have enough to make. I have it in 2 different colors. I have this colorway, and then I have one with aqua. So if I make 2 of them, I'm not going to keep both. I'll probably sell one. I'll probably make one for myself and one to sell. So if I don't know yet if it'll be a solid stitch cardigan, you know, or if it'll be a granny stitch one. I don't know yet. I'll just have to wait, and I think I will probably do I know I'm playing with my yarn, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's so nice. Watch that be my thumbnail and I'm squishing up my yarn. But yeah, I'll just have to do a swatch, do a little test, you know, do some test half doubles, you know, chain about 10 or so, and then do some half doubles and double crochets, and just kind of play with it a little bit and see how it, you know, what kind of fabric it makes and how thick it is, and if it you know, flows, if it drapes really nice, you know, on and how thick it feels against the skin and that kind of thing. That'll, you know, really make a difference on if I make just a top with it, or if I go ahead and make the cardigan. So who knows, maybe I'll make a cardigan out of one color combination and a top out of the other. I don't know yet. I love both color combos though. Let me see. And I'm knocking stuff down over there. I had it all nice and pretty, and now I just knocking stuff down. But I'll show you this other combo, because I know I have a lot of new subscribers that might have didn't see this in other videos. But this is the other color combo, because this is called Cascade Cantata hand paints. So these are, you know, that yarn that they actually, you know, lay it out and hand paint the dyes on it. But I think I unhanged this one before too, because I can tell that's not professionally hanged up. That's Manda's doing. But if you look, well, it's pretty hidden, but there's definitely some lighter aquas in here. My lighting's not good right now. I can see it, but it's, you know, but trust me when I tell you this goes together, it goes together. it will go together. It will look good. And but these two together, and it's the same yardage. It's the same yardage. So, but I got really good deals on this yarn from Webs. Really good deals. I paid like, I want to say 4 something. Yeah, these were like 4 something, less than $5. The solid colors were less than $5 a hank, and these were like less than $7 a hank. Yeah, it was a killer deal. Really, really, really was. So, yeah. So, but how much I'll charge for the sweaters, I don't know. I don't know if I'll keep both of them or sell them. I don't know yet. I'm bipolar. I never know what I'm doing until I do it. Let me put these back in here though. But both of these are my favorite colors, are in my wheelhouse of favorite colors. This is aqua, which is right under the turquoise banner, and this is burgundy, which is right under the red banner. So, who knows what I'll do. But I'm hoping that I do actually have some sweater orders come in the next month or two, so I can make some Christmas money. Because bills take up most of my money, and then groceries take up the rest. So, but I'll put all that back when I get done here. But yep. Ooh, where did I do? Yep. Okay. There we go. I just laid it with my hook. Laid it down with my hook in it. Yeah, but I think that yarn will have to be next on my hook after I get done with her cardigan, which I'll probably have done pretty soon. I'm just playing with this because it was handy, and I kind of wanted to see how this one's going to play out. This will probably be a sweater or something. I got 4 of these, so I hadn't quite figured out the pattern of the granny squares yet, but I got a working idea in my head for this. I just don't know exactly what all I'm going to do with it. That's the trouble with being a creative type person, is sometimes you have so many ideas floating around there. It can be a little distracting sometimes. You ever dream in crochet? Yeah, sometimes I have dreams about crochet projects, things that I haven't actually taken from my brain to fruition yet, you know, that have been ideas that have been floating around in my head, and projects that, oh, that would look cute. Yeah, that would look cute. I wonder if anyone else has done that yet. I need to look that up. Dang, that would look good together. Ooh, them colors really work good together. You know what? I wonder if that would work. Do I have that yarn? I don't know. I really need to look into that. I wonder if anyone else has come up with that idea yet. You should Google that. You should do that. No, you should sleep. These are the conversations that happen when I'm laying in bed at 4 a.m. trying to go to sleep. And then I get all these crochet ideas right then and there. Oh no, my brain, I lay down and my eyes say you're tired, but then my brain says, no girl, you have things going on in your mind. I should probably put a notepad next to my bed, and maybe if I start writing stuff down, you know, maybe my brain will say, oh, you made a note, you can go to sleep now. You drew that out, you can go to sleep now. You made a note. Instead, it bothers me for 20 minutes. I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one that dreams about crochet stuff and you know, adapting other people's tutorials to my liking, and you know, oh, I know one of my besties does that very well. She alters other people's patterns to make them cuter or make them fit a certain purpose. Amy. does, she does it extremely well. Extremely well. And the results are just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Now she took a flamingo pattern and made a peacock. Amazing. I have some very talented friends, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. I am a blessed woman in so many ways. Okay. Oh, we're at 40 minutes. I hope you got pretty far in your project and you enjoyed listening to me talk like a lunatic for 40 minutes. Because I'm done with this corner. And I'm going to close this out. Oop, I bumped the tripod. Oh well. Anyhow, y'all hope y'all have a good Saturday night. It is now 12:30 at night. In the morning. 12:30 in the morning. Yeah. Do you know where your children are? Sorry, that's a Gen X thing. Used to be commercials about that. I was watching something on Instagram the other day, and they were talking about Gen X, and then they showed a commercial from the like late 70s, early 80s, where it said, "Do you know where your children are?" I know where mine are. They're asleep before me, as always. Johnny actually comes in here to my door and he announces at 11 o'clock every night that he's going to bed. I don't know why, but he just comes in here and he says, "Mom, I'm going to bed." "Okay, love you, love you." And he goes to bed. 11 o'clock on the dot every night. Yep. Yeah, you can set your watch by that kid. Me, I have no idea what time I'll actually go to bed. None whatsoever. I have to put this video together first and get this video uploaded, which could take a while. It just depends on the speed of my internet and YouTube servers. And it's Saturday night, so who the heck knows how long that'll take? I don't know. Probably an hour or two. It just depends. But I'll be here watching Law and Order, crocheting, watching my phone to see how fast it goes. And hoping that y'all like it and watch it at least 1,000 times. At least 1K views, please. At least. And after you watch this one, go watch some other ones. And let the commercials run. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? I need some subscriptions. Subscriptions are free. Channel memberships start at 99 cents. Anyway. Manic musings at midnight. I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. I'll see y'all soon. Bye now.